Good afternoon. How's everybody today? So let me ask you a question. How many open leads you got sitting around your desk? Open leads are people that you may have met in person, you received email from, text from, and you still haven't figured it out. What are their reasons? I mean, you had people in that had to leave because they had to go someplace. They left because they were unsure. They had to go check their finances. I mean, these are all just excuses. They're not real reasons. They're excuses. It gives the customer the key to unlock the door to get out. What you need to do is you need to figure out how not to let that happen. Usually by doing that, you should have a good rapport with your customer. So you could just say to them, hey, we just spent a lot of time together. What am I missing? Is it me? Is it the deal? Is it the vehicle? That's all. The worst that can happen is they're going to tell you. Hello, how is everybody? How's my sales team and training doing? So today we're going to talk about unfinished leads. These are leads that have been sitting in your email, text, people you were supposed to call back. You have to understand, and you need to look at all these like they're $100 bills sitting attached to each one of them. Think about it. You have people that left because they ran out of time. They needed to talk to their spouse. They had to go to Walmart, whatever. But again, they're excuses to get out of the deal, to end the conversation. What you need to do is you need to follow up on these people. Hey, Mr. Smith, I know you had to leave the other day because you're running to Walmart to get the ice cream that was on sale. How'd you make out? Did you get your favorite flavors? I mean, simple things like that reopen the conversation. Did you speak to your spouse? Does she like the idea, or does he like the idea that you're going to get an all-wheel drive? Or it's an electric vehicle, or it's both? Did you talk about that? Again, give them an opportunity to get back in the conversation with you. You know, I know it can sometimes be very frustrating, but as a sales professional, we have broad shoulders, so we need to fluff it off and deal with it. So you had scheduled yourself some time at 10:30 this morning for an appointment to come in. The appointment didn't show. What do? Do you panic? No. What you do is you pick up the phone and you call or you text them and say, hey, Mr. Jones, Mrs. Jones, this is Mark. We had an appointment at 10:30 this morning. Hopefully everything's okay. If you need to reschedule, please let me know so I can set aside some more valuable time for you. So as you begin your day, I want you to take a look at your folders on your desk or in your drawer. I want you to look at your recent ups, things like that. What's going on with the Joneses that you dealt with yesterday? What's going on with the O'Reillys that were here 2 days ago? Do you know what's going on with these people? These are open deals, okay? If they were in your showroom, they're actively looking for a vehicle. These are people that you should be on like a wet blanket. Not trying to be fresh, but again, these people are in a purchasing mode. If they've been out, they're out there looking for a reason. Get in touch with them, find a way, find a reason to get them back in. Unfortunately, no shows on appointments can be sort of painful, because what happens is you're sitting there or standing there or whatever you're doing, you're waiting for someone to come in because you set your time, your valuable time aside so you can deal and help them. Unfortunately, they don't call, they don't show. But in the meantime, other people had come into the dealership, and you, being a team player, you handed them off because you assumed that you had your appointment coming in. Stop assuming. If you have an appointment due in early in the morning, you should be texting them the night before and reasonably early in the morning. If you got a 9 a.m. appointment, you should be texting them at 8. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I just wanted to check in. It's Mark. I just want to make sure you're going to be, your schedule is going to allow you to arrive on time at 9 o'clock. That's all. They're going to answer. If they don't answer, Try it again 15, 20 minutes later. If you don't get any answer by the third or fourth time, I hate to say make the assumption that they're not coming. Make the assumption they're not coming. Don't pass off business because you have an appointment that's not courteous enough to let you know that they're not going to make it. So if you walk into your showroom and you see $100 bills lying on the floor, do you bend over and pick them up, or do you just kick them to the side? I'm just curious because a lot of people stack unfinished business, deals that they haven't closed yet. Those are money. That's your $100 bills. What you need to do is you need to become proficient with your follow-up. You need to make sure that you tie up all the loose ends, get the deals done. It's really not that difficult. If you follow the steps, you followed your habits, everybody got the same professional presentation as you always do, then you need to just figure out what you missed on or what they're missing on. And you know what? The best way to do that is just ask. Oh, Mr. Customer, am I missing something? Is it me? Is it the deal? Is it the vehicle? Please help me to help you. So if you walk into your showroom and you see $100 bills lying on the floor, do you bend over and pick them up, or do you just kick them to the side? I'm just curious because a lot of people, so you have a bunch of deals hanging around that you weren't able to close. What does that translate into dollars and cents? Again, you need to think of this, that opportunity missed is income missed. You know, we're in a profession that we don't get paid to just show up for work. We don't punch a clock and come in. You know, we get paid off of our good efforts, our strong sales ability, our doing the right thing for both the customers and for the people we work for. That's where we get paid off of. Always remember that if a customer leaves, you need to follow them up. If they're in the morning, you should be following them up in the afternoon. If they're in the afternoon, you should be following early evening. If they left you early evening, you should be reaching out to them first thing in the morning. That's all. As long as they've been in with you, in contact with you, they basically said, yes, you can reach out to me. And again, too many times, too many salespeople don't do that. And then they get oh, you did? You know what that means? You didn't follow up. They went elsewhere. Somebody else followed them up, showed the initiative, and you lose.